put a chimney through the wall into our rainbow yurt. So instead of cutting the walls, what we like to do is overlap them. So the first step is to just put your chimney through wall insert next to your walls to see how many of these V's it takes up. So when I say V's, I mean the V's that see it makes a little V where the uns sit on top. So I just want to see how many of them they take up, and this one takes up 3. So I'll need to overlap my walls 3 that way so that I can make room for this chimney insert. Obviously you can see here the felt is drooping because we've kind of taken a shortcut. Ideally when you're putting your chimney in your wall, you want to do it with a reset so that you're able to take all your felts off. So we've only taken, you can see how this part is exposed, but the rest of the yurt is still together. So instead of taking all of our felts off, we've just taken one wall off and left the roof on to save time. We untied our lattice walls, and the easiest way to tongue them out is to push force in opposite directions. So I'm going to hold this down and pull this up, and then you see how that kind of came out. I'm struggling. And then there's one out. And then we need some extra hands for the next one. You want at least 2 pairs of hands, one on this side of the wall and one on the other side of the wall, so you can maintain the height, because the walls will always click together the best when they're at the same heights. Cool. You cut corners like we did and have your felt drooping because you didn't take it off, which you should. We just put some uns in different directions to kind of support it while we overlap our walls to make our working space a little bit nicer to be in. Now I'm gonna lash my walls. Okay, so now we want to check to see if it fits. So obviously this wall here is significantly higher than this wall. So what I'm going to do is actually push height into this wall. So that it'll fit. Nice. And now, so if you just come here, Sandra, you see how this piece here is preventing me from lifting my wall any higher. So we're actually probably going to just do a little snip of that little piece to make it fit nicer. Relatively within half an inch of one another on either side of the chimney insert. And then the next thing we have to do is we have to cut our rope. So this rope here and there were once together, right? And we ended up cutting it right in the center where the chimney insert is, holding the tension on one side, and then attaching our ropes to the walls just like you would a door. And you can see there's a slip knot here, and then we're pulling tension on this side, and then we're pulling tension on this side now. So now we've just counteracted that tension that we lost by installing this. So we have 2 separate tension ropes coming together into the panel, just like you would install a window or a door. We've installed it, everything's tight, all our ropes are good. And so we had the cotton liner tucked in underneath our roof temporarily, so we just pulled everything back down. And so you can see there's no hole for the chimney right now because we're going to have a professional come in and install it. We by no means are chimney experts, so we always recommend talking to a professional or consulting with one, or even getting them to come do it for you so that you know everything is certified and safe. Right here, but we've actually covered it with felt, and when it's time to install and drill our holes for the pipes, we'll just cut a hole a little bit bigger than the pipe so that we're not losing all that insulation, right? You can imagine if we cut this right here, that's a significant amount of insulation that we're losing, and that's bad for thermal bridging.